Hey guys, it's Ivana here from Express Prints. Thank you so much for tuning in to see my latest tutorial. Now, in today's tutorial, we're going to be taking a look at, well, basically, this is more of my own view of how AI is shaping our world and also going to affect consumer choices that we may have in the future or we may make in the future. And the idea for this tutorial came to me because I have been exploring working with the graphics that I have created through Midjourney and how I can apply them to various products and create collections. But unfortunately, just like with everything else that comes with AI, I'm still like a kid in a sweet shop. I can't focus on one thing, but I have been exploring this area. And it sort of did make me think, well, we're going to have so much more choices in the future as consumers. And, even though we have that now already, so there are people who are creating custom products. Imagine the world where each of us is able to create graphics that we love and then put those graphics and apply them across our whole home, clothes, pillows, bed sheets, other merchandise, wall art. So can you imagine that we would be able to create cohesive looks throughout our home, and how amazing would that be? So that's what today's tutorial is about, guys. I am by no means a graphic designer. I am just simply the biggest fan of AI and Midjourney, ChatGPT. So my tutorials really are about that, about how to have fun with them, how to use them the best you can, and create a fun world. So, guys, let's get straight into part one. Guys, welcome back to part one of our tutorial, and in this part we're going to basically be looking at how I came around this idea of creating collections and what's available right now for us and how we could create cohesive look that we absolutely love and what is available to us right now as consumers. So guys, it's no secret that print-on-demand companies have been doing really well in the last, I don't know how many years. These products are custom made for us, but there's still someone else's graphics. With the advance of Midjourney and other image creation tools, we are now able to create graphics that we really love and apply them across a variety of products. So I just quickly want to show you my purple dust collection, guys. Again, as I mentioned in the introduction, I am no graphic designer. I just like what I like, and then I've been literally like just playing around with this. This is not even advertised anywhere. Of course, I would be happy if someone loved it as well as I do, but at the moment, I haven't done any sales with this. So, guys, this is what I have created with Printful, print-on-demand company called Printful, because they have this thing called all over print, and I'm going to show you what's available right now. Now, I do think there's a really like a gap in the market for really good quality basic products that we can then apply our graphics to. So I think if the things go as I'm sort of thinking they will go for the future, and we are able to design our own world in a way, I think there will be a massive demand for fantastic print-on-demand companies that we can, as consumers, not just business owners, we can use. And, basically they will supply us with basic, good quality product, and we can then create our own world. And how amazing would that be? So currently, these products have been sort of like designed with Printful, but so many of them are only available in the US, not in the UK. So I think currently UK needs to really be looked at and see where the issues are. You can still order, but it will take a long time to deliver. So I think really these companies, if they sort of catch up with what's happening with AI, they will do really well. Or maybe there's someone new who will come around and give us the choice that we need for ourselves. So gone are the days when we really have to buy whatever is in the shop, and that's what's so amazing. Like, imagine the powers that we would have if we were able to create our own bed sheets, our own wall art, our own curtains, carpets, everything. How amazing would that be? So as I mentioned, I have already been playing around using some of my graphics, but again, you guys, as I said, this is just something that I've been exploring. So as you can see, I used one basic graphic, which is this one, Purple Dusk. that I created via Midjourney, and then sort of applied it across a variety of products for print on demand. So it's a drawstring bag, purple dusk backpack, crossbody bag. I think the basic products need to improve because there isn't that much of a variety. And then we've got this duffel bag, and then we've got dresses. Yes, so we've got clothing, we've got laptop sleeves, we've got throws. So everything is one look. Yeah. So this is a notebook, swimsuit, cloth. So basically a fabric. So guys, it's just amazing what we can do. And there is actually page 2 as well with this collection that I just quickly show you. Again, I have not sold any of this. I would love to, but this is just sort of like an example of what one graphic that you absolutely love and you created, you can apply that across a range of products for your home, for your family member, as gifts. Can you imagine gifts like this? Someone who loves specific graphic, and then you sort of like deliver all this wall canvas, towel, bag. How amazing. So I do think, like, I'm someone who, rather than looking at the AI as a sort of like, oh my god, what is it going to take away from us, I'm sort of looking at it as what is it going to give us. And I think this sort of like designing our own home world, designing our clothes, not designing, basically applying our graphics and working with companies like Printful, then we can actually wear what we like. We don't have to go with what's in the stores. So I think it's going to give us so much more consumer choice, customer choice, and this is again something that I have been heavily exploring lately, and I'm really excited. Now, another one that I did was the Aura collection. So that's also quite nice, but these are quite bulky graphics, as you can see. So again, I use this graphic to create a backpack, this bag, that bag, dress, swimsuit, laptop sleeve, this bag. So yeah, across a range of variety of products. Literally, if you love something, then you can have it anywhere. Yoga mat, yeah. So I think another sort of like thing that they really need to work on, these companies, is the prices of the base product. So I think, yes, it needs to sort of like come to the really like give us reasonable prices, give us good quality products so that we can all use them. And the more we use them, I think the more available they will be to us. So yeah, very, very exciting concept to create our own world, whether that's clothes or anything around the house. So guys, for this example, and what I'll do, I'll pop the link underneath this video so that you can see the collections yourselves. But for this example, I'm going to be using one of my patterns because I like the way you already get like a really highly upscaled sort of like a material to work with. Well, not material, but the graphic. We're going to be using this free website called Pichung Checker, and we're going to be using Printful Print-On-Demand, and we're going to be creating a few products together, and we are obviously going to be using one of my patterns. Well, today I have been actually designing some patterns for my new book, guys. So if you love what you see, you're going to learn how to do all this in the book. So even I'm excited about this book coming out. So I'm just going to pick one pattern, and then we're going to see how to work with it for the, well, let me just quickly grab it. So let's go with let's have a look at Marble Elegance. Okay, so this one. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do, obviously, guys, this is just an example. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to download this pattern. And now we should have it in our downloads. Fantastic. Yeah. It's a large file, guys. So this is what it looks like when we download it. Plus, we're going to stretch it as well. So it's not going to look this busy. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're going to go over to Print on Demand. And of course, depending on, I'm just going to show you how to sort of like work with the Print on Demand company and how to create your designs. But of course, I've got this website connected to my store so that each of these products is directly connected to the Printful. So when the customer places an order, that goes straight away through. But let's just for this tutorial, I'm going to pretend that I'm a customer who is going to design their own well, whether we're going to be designing t-shirts or something, but let's have a look what we can do. So I'm going to type in all over print. Guys, again, as I mentioned, this feature is not available everywhere, but let's have a look at what products we can have. See all matching products. And this is, I think, guys, this is area where this is going to do really well as AI progresses. So this is going to be a really exciting area for businesses to make money on the base product. So plain base product. Well, let's just go from the beginning, guys. So let's just do all over print tote bag. So I'm just going to open it in a new tab and let's have some fun with it. So you can choose handle color, and we're going to go straight to create product template, and we're going to add a graphic, right? Upload new. So we're going to downloads, and we're going to get this one. Yeah. Guys, as I mentioned, there's so many print-on-demand companies out there. Choose your company carefully. I'm also with Gelato, but the reason I'm going with this one for this purpose is because they simply have a more choice. So we're going to apply that now, and it's a good quality print. Well, it should be, because it's a massive file. But what I want to do, I want to stretch it a little bit. So see if I can stretch it a little bit. I'm not that familiar with this particular company as I am with Gelato. So we may actually have to run it through Upscaler before we use it, or you can just keep it as it was. You don't have to stretch it, but I like it stretched a little bit so that it's not as busy. So make sure that everything is everywhere. We see the price here that it's giving us, so that's okay. And let's see what it looks like. So let's preview it very quickly. Mockup view. Okay. So we're going to select a stitch color. Let's go with clear, but even black would be okay for this example. And view. So this would be our bag. So we've got some preview here, and then so our first product is ready, guys. Yeah. So this would be our first product. Now, second product that we could create with this graphic, let's go and choose. I think maybe even a dress would be quite nice in this. Let's have a look. Right, so we go create product template, and we're going to drop a design here, and we should have our file here already. So I'm just going to click on apply. Yeah. And obviously it recommends using larger image, no problem. We can always upscale it. Let me just try and make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so we need to scale it down for these purposes. If you guys want a very, very good upscaler, there's so many of them. You go to upscaler, upscale media. This is a very good one. There's so many of them. I will pop a few underneath this video, so you can actually upscale your images before you use them. So we're now going to see what it looks like. Mockup view. Let's do black stitching, and then waiting for the magic to happen. Guys, and I'm not even talking about mugs, wall art, things like that. Yeah, so there's literally like limitless. So you see how nice it is. So basically, if I love the graphic, that's the whole point, that if I love a graphic, then I can literally just add it to any design that I want. Yeah, and I especially love with the Printful, I especially love all over print, so that you just get the basic product and create your own stuff on it. Let's see what it would look like on a t-shirt. So let's have a look. Okay, create product template, and we're going into designing, and we're going to grab our file, apply. So it recommends that obviously we need to upscale it, so we would have to do that before we actually go ahead with the printing, but this is okay for our example. Okay, so I'm not sure it would be nice on this. Obviously we are working with the graphic that is heavily ornamented, but yeah, guys, you get the point. So basically anything you want. Let's try something else. Let me have a look what else I've got, because I was playing around with these patterns today. So I'm just going to create something else. I quite like this. Oh, I got these ones as well. So that's another one. Let me print it out. And let's try it maybe on the pillows. And this way you guys can create a whole home collection. Of course, not everyone likes a cohesive look, but if you do, then this is a perfect way to keep it cohesive. So seamless checker. Guys, so the seamless checker website, it's basically free of charge, and it's a perfect sort of tool to, you know, show you whether what you created is a seamless pattern or not. So you just pop it in here, it's free of charge, and it gives you quite a large upscale. But don't forget that, you know, these are AI images, so they, you know, it's really advisable that you do, you know, do some editing to it before you use it. Upscaling is one of them. Okay guys, so I'm just going to pause this video because it's getting you know, it's getting too long, and I will show you how I'm going to do that in the next part. Welcome back to part 3 of our tutorial, guys. So for this part of the tutorial, because I wanted to work with a different graphic, maybe something more funky and something really modern that can showcase both clothes maybe, but also merchandise around the house, such as pillows. So I've gone for this really cool pattern that I've created, as I mentioned, with my, this is all going to be in my new book, you know, how I'm creating this. But also I want to upscale it before we use it, because then that sort of, even though this is just an example, it's going to give us a nice DPI to work with so that we can see it more clearly. Guys, so I'm just going to go to upload photo, and here's my, let me see. Okay, and this, how big is this? So just first, I'm just checking the sizes of my files very quickly. Okay, so this is already, let me just delete that one. Okay, so this is the original file. Guys, don't forget that, oh, okay. So we're going to pick something else. How big is this? Okay, so let's just do it again, guys, yeah. So I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to download this from here. So what I did, I popped the file in here, and then I chose for my patterns, and this is what happened. Okay, so now I've got it in my download. So I'm just going to go over to Pixelcad and upload it here. So seamless checker, and I'm going to upscale it just by 2 times. That's more than enough for our example. Fantastic, and now I'm going to download. So this is going to be a very large file, but it should give us a nice DPI. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to, that's actually fine, can be called that. And what is this one? Okay, so that's quite a large file as well. Okay, well, let's actually work with this one. This is a very, very nice size. I'm just going to do glam, large, fantastic. You need to be a little bit organized, otherwise it's just going to feel overwhelming. So I'm just going to close this, guys, and I'm back at Printful, where we have been searching. If you remember in the previous part, we've been searching for print all over products, or all over print products. They're called, yeah, all over print. Now, as I mentioned, you know, I do see a lot of problems with this, like such as, you know, you don't have these in the UK, you have to wait for them to be shipped over from US. So I think there is a massive gap in the market, because obviously the more choice we have as consumers, and we want to create our own products around us, or clothes, we need more base products that are good quality. So let's just head over and continue, maybe create 2 more products for our collection. So I'm just going to go with pillows. These are basic pillows. So let's see what that gives us. Yeah, so it gives us 3 different sizes, and I'm just going to create a product template and drop my design here. And I'm going to upload new file and go to downloads and go for this one. So this should be a little bit more, you know, sort of modern. This could really give us a good look that we may be looking for around the house, as well as maybe apply to clothes or bags, who knows. Yeah, but guys, just how amazing it is that we can create our own stuff. That's just, yeah. Okay, so we've got good DPI, which is 216. If I want to make it a little bit larger, I can. Obviously the DPI changes, but it's still quite good. So it doesn't look so busy, so we can play around with it, see what we, maybe I want to have these inside the print area. You can see the print area, guys, there. Okay, well, let's take a look at the 3D version, 3D view, see what it will look like. Yeah. Okay, so nice. And maybe let's go for the mock-up view. So this would be like really, really nice pillows. And I think this would also make a fantastic cohesive look, guys. What do you think? I really like it. We could, of course, if you guys need any more editing, you can do that in Canva. Even freemium account is fantastic. I am not in no way sort of affiliated with them or anything like that, but I like Canva, for its simplicity. Okay, so how do we get out of here now? Goodness. Design view. Okay, design view, guys. So this is how you would then do it. You would then make sure that all your pillows, depending on which pillows you want to create, but this is how you would make sure that all your pillows are fantastic. So yeah, of course, guys, here in this tutorial I'm talking from the point of perspective of a consumer. So I currently have a business account with the Printful, but I don't know whether individuals can just order, but I'm thinking they would be able to. I don't see any reason why not, but of course you have to check. If you guys know whether this is also open to individuals, then let me know in the comments. Okay, so we basically have got a pillow now ready, and let's go over to next product that we want to create. Yes, continue. Oh yes, I haven't done the back of our pillow. Okay, so now we've got the product template created. So that's our product template. Yeah, you can see it here. Let's have a look. Yeah, so perfect. Okay, well, let's go back to all of our print products and let's see what else we could create. So if we sort of like want to create like a something matching for the home, or perhaps like looking at whether we want to create some funky clothes with this. I wonder whether leggings would look good with it. The thing is that I am not a sort of like a fashion designer, so let's just do something simple. Maybe a towel may be quite nice, so let's just find one. And again, as I mentioned, this is fantastic idea, but it's just the availability, and also the prices are quite steep at the moment. But hopefully, as we go towards having more choice and creating our own world, this will improve as well. I see a lot of potential in this. I'm sure I saw towels. Okay, well, let's have a look at, if you just type it in here, and products. Okay, and Turkish cotton. Okay, sublimated towel is the one that we need. So let's have a look at what it would look like. Create product template. Of course, guys, there's a different procedure when you're doing it as a business and you're directly adding it to your website. As I mentioned, this is just for purposes of being a consumer. Scale down. Okay. All right. So this is even small, too small for our towel. Never mind, guys. It's okay for this purposes. Of course, then we would have to upscale it. But what's the DPI? Okay, so the DPI had now gone down to 59 because this is a massive towel. But let's have a look what it would look like anyway. Obviously we would have to then re-upscale it. But look how gorgeous this is. Yeah, so we would just keep that look cohesive. Guys, so yeah, this is basically, I think this is enough of what we're trying to do here, sort of like giving you an option to create your own graphics and just use it on your own products, whatever you want to have the matching wall art, anything like that. I think the opportunities are now really endless, and it's just really exciting just to sort of like see where we're going. And of course there are so many opportunities for wonderful POD companies out there that will help us create fantastic basic products, plain products that we can actually then apply our own artwork on it. And I just think it's amazing. Let me know what you think, guys. Are you already playing around with the ideas like this? I will put my free very, very small collections underneath this video so that you can check out what I have done. But as I said, I'm just scratching the surface. I haven't really been playing around with it as much as I should have, because I'm sort of like everywhere. I'm exploring Midjourney all the time and it's just hard to get focused. But I think this is going to be one area to look out for. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.